Hi everybody, this is Osprey I from MyChartCoach.com, and in this video we're going to take a look at the cryptocurrencies. Okay, we're going to look at Bitcoin and then we're going to look at the altcoins. Okay, I've been getting a lot of requests to do cryptocurrency updates. If you'd like to check out more cryptocurrency charts, come check out our chat. It's all about the premium chat that we have. Everybody's in the premium channel. You can come to the chat for free and check out all the free information, but if you really want to be a part of it and get in there and see what's really happening, you've got to come into the premium channel. So just come on the chat and send me a direct message and I'll get you in there. Okay, I'll tell you what you need to do to be a part of what we think is a really good thing here, because every day we're finding good plays and we're teaching at the same time. And as you can see here with Bitcoin, this is the Bitstamp chart. It's trying to start a new uptrend. It got above the middle Bollinger Band over here. Over here on the 14th, and then it's been hitting this green line, which is the 50-day simple moving average. Once it finally closes above 11,219, that'll be the signal it's ready to head higher. It's just in a consolidation pattern. It's just been heading sideways for a few days. It's currently holding EMA's 4 and 8 support. That's the pink and lime line. As long as the middle Bollinger Band down here at 92.79 is holding, this new uptrend is intact. Okay. They're slowly walking this thing up. It's been creeping very, very slowly. But right now, it's all about the 50-day simple moving average. A break above 11,219, that signals it wants to head higher. A drop below 92.78 signals downside risk. Right now, it's just in the middle. And so it either has to break resistance or break below support, or you're going to see more sideways action. Okay, let's look at the Bitcoin Coinbase chart. Okay, it's the same scenario. It got above the middle Bollinger Band back here on the 14th. It ran up to the 50-day simple moving average. The last video, I posted was here on the 20th, and I was talking about it breaking that 50-day simple moving average. When I made the video, it was above that level while the video was being shot, but then it pulled back, and notice how it closed below. That was a little head fake there, and then it pulled back. Notice the big volume. There's some giant volume right here at the 50-day simple moving average, and today's candle's holding support. Now EMA 8's the big level. As long as it's staying above 10. It's difficult to read there. 10,492. That's gonna, 10,500. That's gonna be a signal that it's really strong. If you see 10,500 break, it could drop down and test that middle Bollinger Band at 92.66. As long as this solid purple line holds, this new uptrend's intact. Now, once it closes above that 50-day simple moving average at 11,210 on the Coinbase chart, that's gonna be your big clue that's finally ready to head higher. It's all about the close above. Once it closes above, that's gonna be your big signal. Okay, let's look at Bitcoin Cash. So yeah, Bitcoin Cash here it is not quite as strong. Notice how it came up. It didn't test that 50-day simple moving average. It actually stalled out at this purple line, which is the upper Bollinger Band, and now it's back here testing that middle Bollinger Band support level. Okay, so that's currently at 1275. It needs to hold 1275. If that level fails to hold, then it could be this downtrend would continue, this previous downtrend. Right now, it's trying to start a new uptrend. It has to hold 1275. That's the crucial level. Below 1275 signals downside risk. Hold 1275, and this is the load zone. It's not going to head higher until it gets above the 50 and 100-day simple moving averages here. So it has to break above 1771. That's the big level to break to the upside. Okay, now let's look at Litecoin. So Litecoin made that really strong move over here on the 14th as well, and notice how it closed above the 150-day simple moving averages. It's above the gold line down here. That's the 100-day simple moving average, and it's above the green line, which is the 50-day simple moving average. It's been traveling trading sideways since it got up to this level. As you can see, it's in a sideways channel, and they do that sometimes. This is a consolidation pattern. They're not just running Bitcoin straight up. Okay, they're shaking out the weak hands. As you can see here, look how tight this sideways channel is. I mean, it's been trading between 210 and 230 for multiple days now, and so a drop below that 210 level, that's going to be a signal that it's cooling down. It's all about that 50-day simple moving average. As long as it stays above 196 and holds that 50-day simple moving average, it signals more upside potential. And then once it finally breaks above 230, that's going to be your signal it's ready to head higher. A close above 230 for Litecoin would be very bullish. Okay, let's look at Monero. Now notice how Monero, is much stronger as well. It's above the middle Bollinger Band. It got above that on the 14th. I don't know why this thing has to be on every one right at the wrong spot, but yeah, it's at the 14th there. It got above the middle Bollinger Band, and it started breaking out of the top of this channel. See how it was in a downtrending channel, and that channel has been broken, and then it got above the 100-day simple moving average and above the 50-day simple moving average, and it's been working on turning the green line into support. It's currently at 310. Above 310 is very bullish. It already closed once above it, and it's been at it multiple days in a row. If it can close above and turn 310 into support, that's going to be your big signal that Monero is ready to head higher. Okay, let's take a look at Ripple. So Ripple, it got above the middle Bollinger Band back here on the, God, this thing's annoying. It got it got above the middle Bollinger Band back here on the 12th, and then it's just been traveling sideways. I've noticed I put in the resistance and support line in here a few days ago, and it's just been in this channel the whole time. It's back at the bottom of the channel, and so it's all about holding that middle Bollinger Band at 96. So 97 holds. That signals that this uptrend's still intact, even though it's in a sideways channel. And then in order to head higher, it has to break out above 118. So if you see a close above 118 for Ripple, that's going to be really bullish, and then it should run up to that 50-day simple moving average. Now that's down to 137. That's the big level 2 break. Okay, let's look at Ethereum. So Ethereum here it's struggling with this middle Bollinger Band. The middle Bollinger Band is this solid purple line here, and so it got above it briefly on the 15th, and then you notice the 50-day simple moving average is right above. It's having a hard time with that level, and so now it's heading back down. And so yesterday it closed below the middle Bollinger Band, and today it's right at that level, and so it has to close above 864. Below 864 for Ethereum would be very bearish, and it would be signaling more downside risk. It's been holding this gold line here, and that's just below. That's the 100-day simple moving average at 792. If 792 breaks, that would be a red flag, and then you could see it drop way down to that 200-day simple moving average. If Ethereum's as great as everybody says it is, there should be buyers here loading up at the 792 level, and then once it finally breaks above that 100-day simple moving or 50-day simple moving average, currently at 1009, that's the green line here, that's when it's going to really break out higher. So keep an eye on it. It's at a really tough spot right now. If that middle Bollinger Band turns into resistance, and especially if it drops below that 100-day simple moving average, that will signal downside risk. Okay, let's look at Gridcoin here. So it's in the process of trying to start a new uptrend. It had this big downtrend here. It hit the blue and the red lines. That's the 300 and 200-day simple moving averages. It held support. It's above that middle Bollinger Band, the purple line, and it's trying to hold it. That's the key level to hold at 0.0639. If that holds, this uptrend should continue. Now it needs to break above the 100-day simple moving average at 8.7. Basically 9 cents is going to be a big resistance level. The Bollinger Bands are pretty tight here. It has to bust through that upper Bollinger Band currently at 0.0781. That's this purple line here, and that will be your signal that it's ready to head higher. Okay, let's look at Stellar. Okay, let's look at XLM. Okay, it has a very bearish chart right now. Okay, so it started this downtrend when it got below the middle Bollinger Band over here, the solid purple line. And notice how the candles have not closed above this purple line the entire time since resistance broke over here. Once again, this thing is in my way. I don't know why it has to be there on every one. When it broke below on the 4th, that signaled downside risk. And so right now, it's very risky to hold. Okay, it's trying to bounce. It's forming bullish Harami reversal pattern, but it's all about this pink line. If it's below the pink line, the signal is to be on the sidelines. So what you're looking for if you're a bull is a close above. That's at that 3.7 level. So a close above 3.7 would be bullish, to be a signal that it could possibly bounce. But this has a lot of work to do. Stellar is signaling to be on the sidelines. Okay, EOS, another altcoin in trouble. It's in a downtrend here. It's below the middle Bollinger Band. It's below the 50-day simple moving average. It's testing the 100-day simple moving average. It's at what we call a flex point here. Either the middle Bollinger Band or the 100-day simple moving average is going to break. If it breaks below the 100-day simple moving average, that's going to be a major red flag signaling downside risk. That's currently at 810. So below 810 is major red flag. If it breaks above the middle Bollinger Band at 8.96, so if you see it above $9, that would be very bullish. Okay, so it needs to get above $9 and turn into support to get a new uptrend going. If it fails to turn 9 into support, fails to get back above that middle Bollinger Band, which is also the 20-day simple moving average, that signals the downtrend is intact and to be on the sidelines or be short. Okay, another stock that you just want to just not touch right now is ADA. You know, we are looking for a bounce off of this 50-day simple moving average. You know, it came down here and it hit that level and it failed to hold, and it's continued riding lower. And then we were thinking, okay, it might bounce off of this 100-day simple moving average. Well, it busted through that as well. So yeah, this is surprising. It just, you know, that they're just taking it lower. Even with all these red candles in a row, it failed to bounce off of support. Pretty crazy. They did bounce it yesterday, and today it has another green candle, but it's still below the pink line. You will know when they're switching the program when the pink and the lime line turn into support, the EMAs 4 and 8. So right now it's all about that 100-day simple moving average and the EMA 4. So it has to get above 323 and then 337 and then 343 to get the reversal going. It's best just to stay on the sidelines. It's, you know, if you try to time the bounce here, you'll be catching a falling knife. It's better to wait to see that the chart is reversing before trying to jump in my opinion. Okay, take a look at SALT here. This is another huge disappointment. So this thing, you know, they hyped it up so much leading into the new year. You could see over here, look at the big hype. You could see it running up in December. They hyped the crap out of it, and then they pulled it back, and then look what they've done in the new year. They've just punished everybody. It's just been straight down. No love at all for SALT. Nobody's jumping in here. You know, it's riding EMA 4, resistance lower. The signal is to be either short or on the sidelines. Once it gets that middle Bollinger Band, notice how it keeps running in the middle Bollinger Band and failing to break. It's in the bearish lower Bollinger Band channel. The lower Bollinger Band, this solid purple line, is the bottom of the channel, and the middle Bollinger Band, this purple line, is the top of the channel. It runs from the bottom of the top, bottom of the, you know, it hasn't even really been getting to the top much, but when it has, it's pulled back. Right now it's at the bottom of the channel. A break above EMA 4 at 0004 would be your signal that it's heating up. So it needs to get back above 4. To, you know, below 4 is very bearish for SALT. And then what could happen is you could see it come over and retest these previous lows. So you know, it's on track to test 3.1 all the way down to 3.1 if 4 level fails to break. You know, that was the all-time low. So keep an eye for SALT for a bounce off of 3. That looks like that's where they're taking it. I would not catch a falling knife here. Okay, let's look at TRX USD. Very tight Bollinger Bands. All right, so the Bollinger Bands do make it difficult to read. As you can see, this hasn't been trading for very long. You know, it's currently holding that middle Bollinger Band. That's currently at 0.0441. So it needs to hold that 4.5 level, that 4.41 level. And if it does, then this uptrend could continue. Now it's super tight here. What's going to happen is if it busts through that upper Bollinger Band, which is currently at 0.0567, that's going to signal a breakout higher. And then if it drops below that middle Bollinger Band, that's going to signal to you that the chart's breaking down. So below 4.4 signals chart breaking down, above 5.6 signals it's ready to head higher. Right now it's in that no man's land. It's best just to be on the sidelines till you get a clearer picture of where this is headed. Okay, thank you very much for viewing this video. If you'd like to learn more about charts and technical analysis, please come check out our chat. I will post the link below the YouTube video. Thank you.